Hey there, boys and girls, welcome to another video lesson. This one is titled Reliable versus Unreliable, how to determine which websites are reliable. So why do we want to know this? Well, because when we start researching our topics and we go on the internet, we want to avoid websites that are going to give us wrong information. Because nowadays, pretty much anybody with a little bit of computer skills can make a website and put information on it. So we want to make sure we're going to good, reliable sources. Alright, on your paper, you should be following along with the worksheet. On the Do Now section, go ahead and answer yes or no. Do you have anyone you can trust? Anyone that you know will always be there for you? Anyone who you know will tell you the truth? Alright, hopefully you answered yes to that question. And if you did answer yes to that question, that means that you have somebody also that you can rely on. Right? You know they're always going to be there for you. So let's go to the next part and connect the do now with what we want to know. And here again, I want to remind you that on these videos, you follow along and take notes, and you can always pause the video anytime you want and rewind whenever time you want. Objective: I will be able to tell the difference between what is a reliable website and an unreliable website. Alright, so that's our target. That's what we want to be able to do. Now let's connect the do now with what we want to know. So in the do now, we found out what it means to be a reliable person. What it means to be a reliable person. So number one, they're there for you, they tell you the truth, and you can trust them. So the things we want to know is what is a reliable website, first of all, and what are the things we have to look for, and what are the things we want to watch out for. And what I mean by watch out is be careful of. That's what we mean. What is a reliable website? So on the left, we have things to look for. So on your paper, these things are the positive things, the good things that a website could have. Let's look through them first. The first bullet point, is the website kept up to date? So if it's not kept up to date, that is a bad sign. Does it have primary sources? We'll talk about what primary sources are later. It's got to have an author or group, somebody who is responsible for the information on the website. Museum is always good. Is a website from a museum or respected organization? We'll talk about what respected organization means more, but just to give you some examples, PBS would be respected, National Geographic, things like that. Whereas Wikipedia is not really that respected. Does the website have a .gov or .edu suffix? Suffix means what's at the end of the website, like it'll have it could be .com or something like that, and those are usually not that great, but .gov and .edu are good. Is the purpose of the website to provide information? So you want information, you don't want a website that's trying to sell you things. Alright, so on the other end, we have the negative things. These are the bad things that you want to avoid when looking for a good website. First of all, there is no author. Can't find anybody or any group or organization responsible for the information. Authors are websites that are biased. We'll talk about what bias means later. It has lots of ads, right? If the website's trying to sell you something, you see a bunch of ads popping up. That's not good. And finally, it's not well designed. There are error messages, broken links, and misspellings. Alright, one other thing I did want to show you is about the .edu and .gov websites. So if I'm on Google here and I'm searching for something like the Romans or something like that, and it's taking forever, and so you can see right away here That's a .com, .org. Wikipedia is .org. So you can scroll down like that and look for .edu or .gov if you like. But there's another way. You can go to this little wheel thing and click on advanced search, and you can see Romans is right there. And then if you go here where it says site or domain, you can type in .edu and it'll only search .edu websites. See there, .edu. Now, so it doesn't necessarily end in .edu. There's all this other stuff, archive, whatever, blah blah. But just look for those three letters, .edu or .gov. So if I just wanted a .gov one, I can do that. I don't think there'll be anything on the Romans for .gov, but .gov, and it'll give me just .gov. See right there, .gov. All right, cool. What is crap? I'm sure you know what crap is, but this is a different kind of crap. This is an acronym that is used to evaluate sources. Evaluate means to judge, right? You're judging whether it's good or not, whether you can use it in your research or not. And so this is an acronym that helps us remember what to look for. So the C stands for current. Is the information recent enough for your topic? So if it hasn't been updated in quite a number of years, that could be a problem. R, relevant. Does the information apply to your topic? You don't want a website that's mainly about Abraham Lincoln when you're really studying the Romans or something like that, right? Obviously. Authority. This is the one that's the trickiest. Who authored this information? That's usually easy, but the second question, are they a trustworthy source of information? That's where a lot of kids get stuck on. And that is something that we'll talk about later. And then finally, P for purpose. Why was this written? Remember, we don't want it to have any ad. Well, you can have some ads, but the more ads, the worse the website is. We want it to provide information. Alright, so the crap model's really cool. I didn't come up with it. I'm not that clever. But this little thing here is what I came up with, and I want to show you how the crap model and this model will overlap so that we can use them both. So is the website kept up to date would be C for, what was that again? Current. That's right. The next letter, does it have primary sources? That would be R. That's right. Next, an author or group. So that letter in the crap model would be A for authority, right? You want it to have an author. Is the website from a museum or respected organization? That would also be A. So we're doubling up on the A there. That's okay. That has to do with authority. Does the website have a .gov or .edu suffix? That has to do with authority, because edu websites are educational websites from colleges and universities. .gov are from government websites. Is the purpose of the website to provide information? Purpose, P for purpose. So you can see that all these here are fall into the crap model. So what I need you to memorize is each word for each letter. So C, current, R, relevant, A, authority, a P, purpose. And then later on you start to connect them with these questions as we do more and more of this, okay? So I don't expect you to remember all this yet, but I do want you to memorize this right here, alright? Alright, now let's check your understanding. First question, what does reliable mean? Think about it. So reliable means that it is trustworthy. That's one way of thinking about it, trustworthy. You can trust the information on that site. And also you can think about it as dependable. Dependable, it's there when you need it. Alright, how about name some things a reliable website has. We went over 6 of them. So if you remember, if you use the C, the CRAP model, it'll be much easier. Current, C for current, remember? That is website kept up to date. Kept up to date. And then what's the next letter? It should be R for, what does it stand for? Yeah, relevant. Alright, the question is, does it have primary sources? So primary sources are good. A is for authority. That's right. It's got to have an author. And then there was another A. It has to be from a respected. Remember that? Respected organization. We'll just put org. Just respected org. And then if it ends in .edu or .gov, that's good, right? And then finally P, so those are 3 A's, and finally P stands for purpose. That's right, purpose. And we wanted it to be to provide, you remember what it was? Information. That's right, we'll just put info for now. Alright, and just for the fun of it, let's do what are some of the things to watch out for. These are the things in red. So the first thing is no what? A-U-T, author. That's right, if it has no author, that is bad. So also lots of what? Lots of ads. That's right, that's also no good. And not, next one was not well designed. That's right, designed. Broken links and stuff like that. Alright, well, that's about it for this lesson. Thank you very much for watching. See you next time.